Yeah, I survived that jump. How about that? Welcome back, Steven, by the way. If there's something in particular you'd like to see me do, just send me a message. Oh, nice. So you play on PS4. That's what I'm playing on. PS4. Like I said in an earlier stream, I just haven't started doing much of the multiplayer yet. I've been doing the single player, trying to knock out as many of the trophies as I can get started. Then I'll probably get into the multiplayer at some point. Not too far away. I'm gonna try out some of these, some of the mod maps that I've downloaded. There's, I think, 4 or 5 additional maps you can download in the mod hub now. So I was thinking about trying some of those out too. Well, if you're gonna do the multiplayer, we'll have to play together sometime. Send me a friend request on PSN and we can sync up sometime and do some joint farming. Oopsie. I hate it when I leave a vehicle in the middle of the field. That is something that's nice about FS17 though, that at least it gives you those little messages up there on the screen if you bother to read them. That was something that was quite frustrating in 15, as you'd hire a worker and they'd get stuck on something stupid like a tree or running into another tractor or whatever and just sit there and you had no idea. At least now in 17 you get a little warning message, assuming you don't miss it. See what kind of job this guy's got for me. I think I've done enough jobs to make him completely happy with me. Yes. Let's see. He wants me to plant something, and he'll give me $9,500 for it. That's a pretty good deal. Especially since I usually get done sooner and get the time bonus, so that'll probably be another couple thousand. Well, I'll probably come back and do that. I want to finish these other tasks first. Okay, that guy finished that field. I think I have another field I need to plant. I think I want that to be soybean. Yes, there we go. That oil seed is up enough to give me the free fertilizer, so let's plant some soybeans. That guy's going to be going for a while yet. He's coming up, almost done with that field. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take his job. Oh. Now he's got a new one. 24,000. Ah, but he wants me to plant. What's that? Sugar beets, maybe? Potatoes? That'll take a lot longer. Yeah, but $30,000 potentially is hard to pass up. I think that's potatoes. If I recall the planter from FS17. Nope, sugar beets. Alright, let's see. How do I operate this thing? Unfold. Ah, okay. Let's see. Okay, lower. And I want to turn on a ridge marker on the inside edge, because I'm just going to plant in a circle. Kind of the way I do these missions for other people. Turn on that ridge marker, and then once I've made one pass around the outside edge of the field, then I can just follow the ridge marker. Without having to pay too close of attention to where I am with respect to edges and overlap and stuff like that. I have noticed that they have not fixed in 17 the strange overlaps that existed in 15. So a lot of times it looks like you're right up on the edge of the field, but you're not. Or it looks like you're not at the edge and you are. So it's kind of confusing. But since this is a mission just for money and not for me, not too worried about if I miss some parts of the field, because the way these missions work, you really only have to do about 90% of the field to get the completion reward for the mission. So I don't worry too much about trying to be perfect. More important is to just get the mission done as quickly as possible. So regardless of what the mission is, I avoid as much as possible any direction changes or anything like that that you might do and not be actually making progress towards completing. Now I've got a ridge marker all the way around, so now I can just follow that mark. And it'll keep spiraling in until I've done enough to satisfy the completion. parameter. Alright, so while this mission is running, I'm gonna go ahead and go back on mute rather than just blather on, and let you all enjoy the cool music and sounds of the tractor doing its job.
Love walked out the door.
Welcome, whoever just joined. I'm just running some farm sim career mode stuff. Actually, just running a sowing mission right now, planting this field for this guy. Okay, thanks for the friend request. Next time I take a break out of the game, I'll accept it. Which will probably be as soon as I finish sowing this field, because I actually need to take a restroom break. So I'll get on that friend request right after that. I don't know if you have a multiplayer game session set up. If you wanted me to jump in with you, I'd be willing to do that. Just kind of didn't want to start one of my own yet. A multiplayer of my own. I've actually never done the multiplayer with anyone except my son and I playing in the same house together. It's the only multiplayer I've ever done in this game. That was in 15, not 17. Understood. Yeah, I think I was really just kind of wanted to try and get familiar with the game and how some of the mechanics work and all that in single player. And like I said before, I wanted to get as many of the trophies as I could knocked out, since you can only do the trophies in single player. I have most of them complete. I don't have the trophies complete that are for breeding sheep and cows and pigs. I think those three are the only three, and having $1 million in the bank. Yeah, so I don't have. I think those are the only 4 I don't have completed. I did actually buy some sheep, so I'm learning how that works. I'll have to go over there to my sheep farm in a little bit. I mowed some grass, dropped it off for them, finally figured out where I had to deliver water to them, since they have to have both grass and water. Unlike in 15, where all they had to have was grass. But then there's also something else called cleanliness, which I haven't figured out what that's all about. I did notice there's some stuff in the store that talks about cleaning up your animal pens. So I suppose I have to buy that and then figure out how to use it, where, and all that, since it wasn't immediately obvious. Other than it said my sheep pens were not clean. So apparently I need to do that, and I really don't know how. Well, we're about 45% complete, or 75% complete on this sewing mission. These can get kind of boring sometimes, but the cash rewards are pretty good for the sewing and harvesting missions. Not so great for the fertilizing and plowing and stuff like that. But the big benefit of doing the missions is that then when you go to buy the field, it costs you a lot less money. So I think I've bought 3 fields so far, and I made sure I got myself to 100% on the missions for those fields before I bought them. Dropped the price almost in half. I have this field here at 100% on his, how much he likes me helping him. Done so many missions on this field. The one I want's that big one up there. That's gonna be a nice one to have if I can afford it, but it's close to $1 million for that field. It goes maybe 900,000. Be a long time before I can afford that. Switch to some electro. I noticed on the PC version of FS17 you can actually put in your own radio stations. So if you can put in a link evidently to a live stream radio station, so you can get a much broader array of music than just what they provide from giants in the game. It'd sure be nice to have on console. Or even if you could just import your own MP3s or something. Just get a little change of pace on the music. Once you've heard these songs about 25 times each, they get kind of boring. Starting to get really sloppy. Yeah, it would be nice if you could play your own MP3s within the game. Then there's that whole broadcasting music and having the rights to it and all that so much on YouTube gets shut down for. It's kind of frustrating. I know a lot of YouTubers have gotten in trouble for the music that they have going in the background when they're just streaming a live game. They might just have the radio on. And their videos end up getting taken down, or their streams get shut off. Just all silly. Of course, Sony still hasn't even provided the ability to listen to music on your PS4 yet. As far as like putting a CD in and just playing it in the background. Something the PS2 and the PS3 both could do, but the PS4 can't. Alright, we're getting really close to having enough of this that I'll call it complete. Just a sliver left now. Probably finish up on the next pass up. do like that in these missions that it has you do, you get to try out pretty much all the other equipment that the game has to offer. Which is kind of a cool feature. Ooh, 10,000 bonus. Wow. 34,000 for doing that field. That was nice. $135,000 I've got now, and I'm saving up to buy JCB. I think I was gonna buy. Looks kind of cool. 195 horsepower, and it goes 43 miles an hour. That looks like the fastest tractor in the game. It's only $1,000 more than that tractor. Costs more in daily maintenance, but I mean, that's a 30 horsepower jump for $1,000. Of course, I could just save up and buy me another Mach VRT. I really like that tractor. Oh man. I'm not a fan of these bigger tractors. It's nice that they have all that horsepower, but seems like the turning radius is so big on them, you have a heck of a time planting some of the smaller fields and stuff like that. I bet I need to do some fertilizing. 12 and 19 need to be fertilized, so get my little fertilizer tractor. Oh, I can't, because that's my fertilizer tractor. Pulling that tipper. Well, Steven, I can't tell if you're still there or not, because here on the PlayStation it says that I have 2 viewers, but over on my laptop on YouTube Gaming, it doesn't show that there's anybody watching my stream other than me. So, not sure what's going on there. Oh, okay, so you are still here. It's strange. Oh, there, it just popped back up on YouTube and says you're watching again. Very strange. Alright, let's unload this soybean. Let me drop off this tipper in the shed here. And go pick up my fertilizer. Get the fertilizer spreader going. And I'm probably going to take a 5-minute break. Go do that friend request and some others. Take a restroom break and such. Oh, look at that. My cultivator knocked down that sign when he was planting this field. What a bad boy. Probably wasting a little fertilizer there. Could have gone a little further to the left. But I'd rather get full coverage than be perfect, so. Anyway, let me make sure that the cultivator's not going to be in his way. I'll just park it right here for now. Huh, looks like I have mail going out. Ah, look at that. I can pick up my mailbox and move it. Oh, no. Pick it up. I suppose I can't put it back in the ground now. Oh, well. Next time I save the game and come back in, it'll be right back where it was, where it's supposed to be. So. Oh, there's a field that needs to be harvested. Would be a good profit on that one. Alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Kind of hard to tell if anybody's there or not. YouTube tells me there's nobody watching, but PlayStation Network says there's one person watching. I don't know if you are watching, if you're watching on PlayStation or watching via YouTube itself. Yes, let me do that friend request, so this will pause the stream. I'll be right back. Alright, so I accepted the friend request. Let's see, what did I need to do next? Oh, that field number 9 needs to be plowed, so let me get this harvester out of the way for a minute. And go pick up my plow. This is a really nice plow. It's the Jimpa or something like that. It's one of the mods. That one right there. Needs a pretty powerful tractor to pull it, 225 horsepower, so. But it does a nice wide plow, and it was expensive, but I think well worth it. For as good a job as it does. Drive him over to field 9, I think that was. Get him going, plowing that field. This is one of the reasons why I usually try and save up for better tractors, because getting from one field to the next in between jobs just goes so much faster with a fast tractor. Alright, now I kind of messed this up the last time I plowed this field, so I'm going to do quite a bit of overlap here. Just so I make sure I've got the whole field. I missed an entire edge last time. Not that it really matters, just looks bad. Alright, now. Must have a field that needs to be planted or something. Anything need to be harvested? No. Oh, that number 16 is pretty close to finished growing. I Probably need to put the last round of fertilizer on that one. Whoops. Yeah, it's not darkest blue, so let's go put some fertilizer on that. We got half tank of fuel left in this tractor. Gonna have to fuel it up soon. Yep, it's canola in the last stage of growth there, so needs that last round of fertilizer on it. And we'll take the harvester back over to the farm. Check how much water's in my tomatoes and my lettuce there. I need to get some manure going for that at some point. How are we doing on water here? 50%. Okay, so it's got a ways to go. Oh, that's what I need to do. I'm gonna go over to my sheep farm. Sheep pens. Need to figure out how to clean my sheep area. All the stuff that I saw in the store that looked like it was for cleaning animal pens requires that you drive it around, hook it up to a tractor and drive it around, and I don't know how I would hook anything up to a tractor here and drive it around. Because as you can see, if I go to my animals overview, see it says my cleanliness is at 11%. So I don't know how to correct that. Where would I drive it around? I mean, I can't pull a tractor in here inside the fences. Don't think these gates can be opened. No, doesn't look like it. So it's not like you can open a gate and drive your tractor in somehow and drive it around on the ground here and quote clean up your stalls. So I don't know how you do that. Open animal dialogue. I can buy some more sheep. Why don't I do that? Let's see, I've got 8. 6, 7, 8. Let's buy 8 more. That'll cost me 33.6 since I don't have any transport. I'll have to pay the transport fee. But considering how much it would cost me to buy something to transport the animals, it's worth just paying it, I think. Yes, go ahead. Gonna have to cut some more grass soon. Well, it says I have plenty of hay, plenty of water. Not producing wool very fast. All this time I've had these sheep, and they're still only at 8%. But I just doubled the number of sheep, so maybe it'll go a little faster now. Maybe I have to do figure out the cleanliness thing. It says they also require a clean feeding area, and some require straw. So, how do I clean the feeding area? There's nothing there. This is where their food goes. Maybe that's what all this green stuff here is on the ground. Maybe I have to clean that. And I don't know if I'm just talking to myself again or if anybody's actually watching. So, hello, sheep. How are you? Munchy, munchy. Let's see. Go in here to, where would that be? Under animals, maybe? 24,000 for a transport trailer. And I don't know where I have to park it in order to avoid the transport fee. $25,000. Oh, that one requires a dolly, which means I'd have to have a. Yeah, don't want to do that. Clean feeding areas with less labor. Start helper at the center in front of a trough. That's probably what I need to buy, is that right there. But that's a mod. So that doesn't come with the game. There's got to be something that comes with the game for cleaning that doesn't require buying a mod. Mow it. Mow what? What would I mow? Mow this grass? It's piled up in the feeding area? It doesn't make any sense. Because there's nothing in the help screen. Is there something under mowers? Cut grass, cut grass, cut grass, cut grass. Everything just cuts grass. Wow, those are some cheap mowers. $29.50 as opposed to $12,000 that I spent. Because I think that's the one I bought. Miscellaneous. With this machine, you can restore the initial ground state. Delete fields. What that does. Aha. With the Octo 1500, you can clean the feeding places. The sweeper can remove tire tracks, clean the feeding site of your animals, remove the remains and residue of heaps, and also erase crops and remove fields. Wow, this thing does it all for $3,500. $3,500. How much was this other one? That one's $1,400. Just to clean feeding places. And let's see, where was that other one? Under animals, maybe? Yeah. 12,000. Good gracious. No, I'm not going to spend 12,000. Still don't. There must be something that's not a mod for cleaning. Doesn't make any sense that you would have to clean your feeding areas, but they don't provide something to do it with other than by installing a mod. Because some people will never install any mods, and they'd have to be able to do it without a mod. Oh, these are going to be fun to play with. That was something I really wish FS17 had was some sort of belt machines, conveyor belts. I know they had those on PC, but for 15, but we didn't have it on console. Well, I guess the worst thing that can happen is I waste some money. So let me try buying that fancy one. Not that one. That one's just a tire on a frame. Let me try this SuperNet 2200A and see what happens. Buy it. Sure. So now I have to drive a tractor to the store. Probably can't pick it up with this. That thing didn't look like it had wheels. that thing up that I just bought with the pickup truck. Car, you can. The car. Oh, really? So I should drive my pickup truck over there and pick up that thing. Did he finish this field? No. Now it's finished. Alrighty. Well, I'll drive the truck over there then. Let me go park my fertilizer tractor. Woohoo! Here we go. Boom! Whew. Turn sideways. Alright, so I'm gonna park. Actually, do I have another field that needs fertilizing? I think I do. "12, 14, 15, and 19 all need fertilizer. I thought I just fertilized that field there. Try doing this field. See if I can get a little better coverage this time. What I'm afraid of is he's going to turn to the right and come back and do that just tiny little strip there on the edge and stop. It's happened to me any number of times. I've tried to get too cute in the overlaps. Okay, good. He went left. Alright, so let's drive over that way and take a shortcut. Let's see if I can time this just right. Woohoo! Alright, turn over. No! It's upside down. Reset. That's okay, that's where I wanted him to be, was at the shop. Ha ha ha. Alright, so how am I going to pick that up? It's not giving me the attach. I don't think I can pick this up with the pickup. Nope. Not with this pickup, I can't pick it up. Well, that was disappointing. Hopefully I don't get a speeding ticket for going 63 miles an hour through town. So I guess I have to drive a tractor over there. Well, it was worth a try. Since I reset over to get over there anyway, it didn't really take me all that much time, and got back quickly. So let me go park my plow back where, in this barn here where I keep it. And I need to go plant oilseed over in that field, so I'm going to kick that off. So he can be planting oilseed radish over on that freshly plowed field while I drive over and pick up that mucker or whatever it's called. Yeah, this tractor goes 10 miles an hour slower than that Mach BRT. So I think this tractor is next on my list of things to upgrade. Alright. He's off on his way planting oilseed, so let's go pick up that mucker. Take the shortcut again. Oh yeah, I knocked down a lot of these trees up here anyway. Woohoo! Kind of funny, I got my, I did my trophy for cutting down 50 trees just by going up on the hill there and cutting all the trees off. Most of them didn't even tip over. So it still looks like they haven't even been cut down, even though they've been cut off. That was kind of interesting. Oh, I should have dropped the weight. Oh, I don't have the weight on. Huh. Oh, there's my weight right there. No wonder this tractor's been acting squirrely. Put my weight back on. Yeah, I bought that bale handler there because it was on sale for 20% off. And I know I'm going to need one eventually for handling round bales, so I just bought it. I notice in 17 it doesn't seem to pop up the little notices like 15 did, telling you that there's stuff on sale in the store. 15 you would get little pop-up notices telling you, hey, there's a sale going on. Now you just pretty much have to manually remember to check every day, see if there's something on sale that you want. Alright, so hopefully this is going to work. We'll see. Okay. That looks pretty messy right there, so let's see. Lower roller. Alright. Is that it? And now just drive. Oh, look at that. Clean as a whistle. So, let's see if it says I'm at 100% cleanliness now. Nope, 47%. Oh wow, my next animal and my reproduction rate just dropped significantly. Oh, that's because I bought 8 more sheep. Oh, cleanliness 100%. Guess it just took it a minute to register. So, I guess we just leave this thing here. Drive over here with a tractor whenever it gets dirty again. So, I'll just set it right there. Looks like a good spot. Guess I could buy a barn or something to put over here. Now that it's 100%, did my production go up? Nope. That didn't improve my... Well, my productivity is 99% now, so maybe that is better. I forgot to look at what that was before I cleaned. Alright, so what do I need to do now? Yeah, you can see some of the stumps, I think, from where I cut down those trees. Every once in a while I run into one of them, because this little area here used to be full of trees. Alright, so what do I need to do? Okay, I don't think I have anything that's close to needing to harvest. Nope. Field 16's getting close to ready to harvest. Okay, 14 is perfect, 16 is perfect fertilizer-wise. So I do need to put another round on 12, 15, and 19. So let's go do 12. I suppose one of these days I also need to check into fertilizing with other stuff other than just pellet fertilizer. I hear it's a lot cheaper to use slurry and stuff like that, but you have to buy a bunch of extra equipment to transport it, refill it, and all that. So I don't have any pigs or cows, to produce slurry or manure. It's interesting, I'm watching the live stream on my laptop off of YouTube. My fertilizer in-game is at the end of the field, and on YouTube, the stream I'm watching from YouTube, he had barely just started fertilizing, so looks like there's about a 5 to 7 second lag between what I'm doing in-game and what's actually being broadcast on YouTube. Which is understandable with all the processing and storing and all that it has to do. Now, you're in the UK again, right? So, it's what, almost 11:30 at night for you. Got here. Is there any fields from my neighbors that need to be harvested? 24 needs to be harvested, so I could probably make some good money if I go down there at 24 and harvest his field for him. 24 is a nice size field and is pretty close to my farm, so I could get to and from it pretty quickly with various implements and stuff. Yep. He's ready to harvest. How much is he going to give me? What is that? Corn or sunflowers? Sunflowers. Those are usually pretty fast to knock down. Oh, he's only going to give me $6,400? Come on, James Harris. What kind of payment is that? For as long as it's going to take me to harvest all that, that hardly seems worth the barely $10,000 you give me to do it. What's this? Is that soybean? Fruit types 23. 23 is potatoes. That might be a good amount of money. Whew, 32,000, there you go. Now we're talking. Oh, and he's going to let me use a nice big potato harvester to do it. Let's go for it. Unfold. Lower harvester. Turn on. And away we go. Well, so we're back into one of those boring times where I'm just running a mission, so I'm gonna go back on mute and not blather on about random stuff while this harvest mission is running. Oh, I'll be back once I get to doing my own stuff again. Oh, I think I asked before, but I can't remember if you answered or not. Um, if you were watching on PlayStation or watching on YouTube. Not that it matters really one way or the other. I'm just, being as I'm new to streaming, I'm just trying to figure out how all this works and whether there's a way to tell who's watching on PlayStation and who's watching on YouTube. If you want to tell me, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. not even there anymore. Like I said, it's hard to tell. If you are watching on PlayStation, I did accept your friend request, PSN friend request, and I do have a party chat open if you want to jump in and chat about Farm Sim or whatever. Up to you. I did want to try and keep these broadcast streams to under 2 hours, so we're 10 seconds away from that, so I'm going to stop the stream and start another one.